Hello and welcome back to more wrestling. Coming out first, it's Daniel.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the United States of America, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Maverick,
Daniel, currently ranked 13th with a 4-7 record, losing at StreamerSlam in that 5-way tables elimination match. Eliminated second by Ricky. What he has in store for this matchup as he dances in the ring, ready to go with his piñata. And here comes his opponent. It's fascinating.
And his opponent, representing those guys from the United States of America, weighing in at 253 pounds, ooohFascinating.
Fascinating. Currently ranked 14th with a 3-3 record, also losing in that 5-way elimination tables match. He was the first one eliminated by Ricky with a spine buster through that table. Let's see which one of these competitors takes the victory. And here we go. Daniel. Fascinating. And there's the bell. Ooh, fascinating. Starting out with a right. Poison Rana smacking Daniel's head onto the mat. Fascinating. In control, picking Daniel up over his shoulders. Going to the turnbuckle. Snake eyes in the top turnbuckle. Now fascinating, just kicking Daniel's face multiple times. Daniel though gets up, gets rolling kicked by Fascinating, bringing Daniel down. Fascinating double stomp to the chest, and now kicking Daniel. Fascinating, the ripcord knee, going for the cover. One. Ooh, only a 1 count. Fascinating, running around, going to the top rope it seems. Calling for Daniel to get up. What is he gonna do? Going for a hit, but Daniel dodges it, grabs Fascinating, turns him around into a bulldog. Daniel now, sit out, DDT. Fascinating gets up though, tries for a knee. Daniel rolls out of it, gets a second knee though, misses the kick. Daniel kicks him again. Daniel chopping Fascinating, snapping Fascinating down with a kick too. Daniel in control. Fascinating though, throwing Daniel down. Fascinating off the ropes, booting Daniel in the face. I think he's now bleeding. Big knee to the arm. Fascinating now picking Daniel up over his shoulders for a shoulder breaker. Really targeting that arm, going again for the pin. 1, 2, only a 1 count again. Fascinating off the middle rope, springboard moonsault misses. Daniel with the knee on Fascinating. Daniel now with a reverse stinger drop, and now just punching Fascinating right in the face. Multiple strikes there. Kicking him in the back while he's down. Daniel Going to the top rope. Fascinating very far away. He's aiming at him. Fascinating getting up, groggy legs. Daniel spinning arm drag. Bringing Fascinating down from the top rope. Daniel now bringing Fascinating over to the corner. Fascinating gets out of there though. Code breaker from Daniel. Daniel now yanking on that leg. Daniel picks Fascinating up. Hurricane Rana going for the pin. Ooh, and a near fall for Daniel. Fascinating barely getting his shoulder up just in time. Daniel going for the Salida del Sol, going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I thought he had it there. Fascinating, just barely kicking out. Daniel off the top rope, springboard moonsault. Crowd is going crazy. Knee drop on the arm. Fascinating, slow to get up. Runs a knee into Daniel. Running knee again, bringing Daniel down. Oh, black mass from Fascinating. He goes for the pin. Oh, and Daniel kicks out. What is it gonna take? Daniel with the Hurricane Rana. Daniel now. Another knee drop on the arm. And a kick to the back. Daniel again going to the top rope. What is he gonna do this time? Turning around. Moonsault from the top rope. He lands it. High risk maneuver. Daniel now dragging Fascinating away from those ropes. Smart move. Going for the pin. And there we have it. Daniel with the victory over Fascinating. Well done, Daniel. What a matchup. Well done. Here's your winner, Daniel. Oh, Fascinating still in the ring. He extends his hand. What a show of respect between these two competitors. Well done. And stay tuned because we got more wrestling coming up next. And we're back with some more wrestling. Hang out first. It's Dan.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from England, weighing in at 241 pounds, Dan
Dan, currently ranked 13th with a 3-9 record, getting a huge win at Streamer Slam in his 4-way matchup. As he points to the crowd, strolls to the ring. And Dan, the Strawberry Man, soaking in the cheers. He loves it. Will he continue his winning ways? Time will tell. As he gets the crowd pumped up. Here comes Dan's opponent. It's Gonad!
And his opponent from parts unknown, weighing in at 308 pounds, the Crusher.
Gonad, currently ranked 11th with a 7-5 record, losing at Streamer Slam in his 5-way matchup against Granny, Walter, Ella, Tiger, and Canna. 6-way matchup. We'll see if he's comes back to his winning ways after this. Slowly enters the ring. Former POG Champion. We'll see what he can do. And here we go. Dan. Gonad. And there's the bell. Gonad starting things out. Picking Dan straight up over his shoulders and dropping him on his knee. The strength of Gonad. Gonad off the middle rope springboard. Leg drop right onto Dan's back. And with a twisting neck breaker. And just kicking Gonad while he's down. But Gonad booting Dan, bringing him down. Now stomping on his arm. Gonad picking Dan up by his neck and tossing him across the ring. The strength of Gonad is unmatched. Dan gets up. Big boot from Dan though. And now Irish whipping Gonad into the corner, throwing him head first in that top turnbuckle. Big right from Dan. Dan going on top, throwing some punches, but Gonad pushes him off. Gonad again, showing his strength, picking Dan up and just tossing him. Gonad getting thrown by his arm. Gonad with a clothesline, but Dan blocking it. Kicking Gonad in the back. Big right from Dan. Another kick, some chops. Oh, super kick, but Gonad catches it. And spins Dan around. Dan reverses, but Gonad reverses as well. Big right from Gonad. Both competitors still standing. Gonad picking Dan up over his shoulder. Snake eyes from Gonad. Gonad going to the outside. Looking for something underneath the ring. He's got a kendo stick. Gonad, oh my God, using the kendo stick on Dan. Dan though stops him. Now Dan chopping Gonad, but Gonad chopping back. Clothesline from Gonad. Dan still up. Dan goes for a clothesline, misses. Gonad with a backdrop on Dan. Gonad's not done. Gonad with a spine buster. What a combination. Gonad going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, and Dan barely gets his shoulder up. Gonad arguing with the ref there a little bit. Not too happy. Superman punch from Gonad. Gonad's not done. He picks him back up. Putting Dan over his shoulders. Walking to a different corner. Another snake eyes. And now just stomping on the arm. Again. And a third time. really targeting that left arm of Dan. Gonad with a choke slam toss, throwing Dan across the arena, going for the pin. Oh, and Dan barely kicks out. Frustration is starting to set in for Gonad. Gonad jumping off the middle ropes. Springboard, leg drop, misses his target. Dan quickly goes to the outside, looking for a weapon to help him out. Gonad follows him though, and clubs his back. And with the clothesline, but it's blocked by Gonad, but he hits him with some rights. Multiple strikes, big forearm. Gonad still standing. This is his right. Dan picking Gonad up and body slamming him on the ground on the outside. Now Dan is again looking for a weapon. He finds a steel chair and he smacks Gonad right across the head. Again. And oh, Gonad dodges it this time. Gonad picking Dan up and just dropping him on that steel chair. Gonad with the chair now and smacking Dan within the leg again, breaking the chair over Dan's leg, and now he's just punching Dan, slamming his face against the ground. Gonad throwing Dan back into the ring. Gonad off the middle rope for a slam, but misses. Crossbody. Dan now picking Gonad up for the shoulder breaker, going for the pin. Oh, and Gonad barely gets his shoulder up now. Dan also arguing with the ref, not too happy with this call. And again, going to the outside. Could be a smart move, get a weapon to help out. Gonad slowly getting up. Dan has the sledgehammer. Dan with the sledgehammer on Gonad. Gonad gets up though. Gets a big forearm from Dan. Dan performs his backside slam on Gonad, going for the pin. Oh, and Gonad again. Defiant kicks out. Dan though, keeping the pressure up, going to the top rope, high flyer time, going for a swanton onto Gonad. And now, arm tossing Gonad across the ring. Looks like he's gonna go for it again, just throwing Gonad. Gonad catches Dan's leg though. Dragon corkscrew. Gonad now has the hammer. Oh my god, he hits the shoulder of Dan, and again. Oh my god, again. Dan gets up though. Twisting neck breaker. I think Gonad was going for the chokeslam, the chokeslam toss there. Dan again bringing in another weapon into the mix. See, now he has a baseball bat. And with the baseball bat on Gonad, my god. Multiple strikes. Gonad gets up though. Gets hip tossed onto the hammer. Gonad just getting punched multiple times by Dan. Dan with the kick to the back. Gonad gets up though. Tries to grab him, but Dan just blocking. Multiple chops from Dan, trying to bring the big man down. Dan tossing Gonad out of the ring. And then bringing him in between the ropes now. And now just throwing some forearms to the lower back of Gonad. Finishing off with a code breaker. I think Dan landed a bit on that baseball bat though. Dan, super kick. Going for his finisher, a move again. Lands it, going for the pin. And there we have it. Dan with the victory. Well done, Dan. What a matchup. And getting the heck out of Dodge there. Gonad not too happy with his loss. Oh my god, he just punched the ref. I can't believe it. Guys, thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.